The quicker cars. Let's see how long it's going to take.
Today we detail a race-winning IndyCar. As you can see, I'm sitting inside this cockpit of literally race-winning IndyCar from 1998, the IRL, the Indy Racing League, driven by obviously Scott Sharp from the Kelley racing team. Yeah. In terms of, if there's any opportunity to, be near a race car, I have to sort of take that opportunity. No matter where I am, I love motorsport. Obviously, homegrown Australian V8 supercars, but in the 90s, the Indy Racing League was one of the best, racing you could actually see on TV. It was awesome. And then when you have an opportunity to not only help restore one and to have one in the shop, I've taken full advantage to sit inside one, just so next pinnacle above this is really Formula One, but given that this is from the 90s, this is sort of like peak IndyCar racing. So this was actually a winner at Phoenix that year and finished fourth in the championship. So, and the race that I actually won, Scott Sharp actually beat Tony Stewart, which is a well-known name. If you're not familiar with Scott Sharp, I'm sure you will know Tony Stewart. And this car, this chassis, driven by Scott Sharp, beat Tony Stewart to the flag at that Phoenix race that year. So it's not like it's just another chassis just lying around. It's actually a race-winning chassis. So yeah, we'll probably take you a bit around it. We'll show you some of the detailing stuff. yeah, it's just something really awesome to have in the shop. What we do want to maybe ask you guys is, we know this car's from 1998, it's set up in super speedway form. The front wing's actually just still getting repaired. So we're just waiting on that. So we've done all the polishing. It's just, there's only so much you can do in regards to obviously restoring a car of this nature. We don't know sort of if the stickers are laminated, we don't know what sort of, the paint's like, what's painted, what's not painted. But in this case, most of it, the black, the yellow, the red, is painted on. We did find was the red stickers, if we ran over them, we're probably going to lose the colour. Most of the other ones were fine. A bit of the black on the front, and the hardest one was the black around these was going to come off. So we had to tape all the letters up individually so we could run the polisher around the side of the car without losing any of those sort of details. The tyres, obviously, they're display tyres. The rims have already been refurbished, but we wanted to make the tyres look like, so when they're sitting in the showroom, they're going to look, relative to the car. So we gave them a deep clean, and we actually treated them as well. So, but one other thing I wanted to ask is, there's a couple of stickers, more particularly this one here, and that one there, that don't look familiar for the time of the car, but from research we probably found out that this is more than likely where the car could have been stored before coming to Australia. So if anyone has any information about sort of, I'll probably know more about that one, but maybe the Belterra Casino Resort one, how that sort of ties in with this car, because this car was used as a spare after that championship, after the 1998 season, so it was used after then, but more as a spare. So trying to find the history on the car, the way the decals and the stickers are, it was a bit hard. We're trying to put pictures and videos together, but for the most part this represents it probably doesn't look exactly as 1998. I think it probably looks more like a couple of years the year after, but it's minimal in terms of the smaller details. We also know from the year that this car raced, even though it says powered by Toyota, I believe it was powered by an Oldsmobile. I'm not sure whether there was a Toyota sponsorship of that year that they ran, or how that all sort of ties in. But the engine this run with was an Oldsmobile. It's a Dallara chassis. I think it's Dallara, I think it was 003, yeah, so 003. Yeah, there's not much to it. The motor obviously isn't in the car anymore, which is a shame, but still, it's a piece of history as it sits right now. So inside is obviously all carbon fibre. It's very basic. I mean, they probably were very basic for the year, but it's just cool to have a car like this in the shop, being able to sort of bring it up, restore it. Now obviously there's a lot of scratching and marks and even cracks in the paint, so it's not like we're doing a full correction, but we do want to have it presentable, because it's actually going to sit probably next to, I believe it's the cool green car. I'm just going to wing it here. I believe it's Paul Tracy's cool green car, so it's most likely going to sit next to another IndyCar of the 90s as well, which is another cool sort of thing to know as well, where this car is going to end up. So yeah, I mean, I'm a race car fan. Obviously I love touring cars, I love Formula One, I love anything motorcycles, MotoGP. So if I've got anything that sort of resembles a race car in the shop, get a little bit more excited. The work side of things always stays the same, but it's just that little bit of you just perk up that little bit more when you've got something historic like this. And being a race car, it's excitement levels through the roof. So yeah, I hope you like this one. It's a bit, it still fits in with our our car culture, our detailing, and obviously race cars are all part of that. So I hope you like this video. If you know any other information surrounding the car itself, please by all means leave a message in the comments. Let us know what we're missing, what we might not know about it, and yeah, just keep watching and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys.